Alright, what's up everybody? It's your boy Akeem and welcome to this vlog. Here to give you another scout report on a player whose actually stock has pummeled a little bit due to a major injury coming towards the end of the season. Here to talk about Jaylon Smith out of Notre Dame. Now he's from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and he had a great career for the Fighting Irish. Head coach Brian Kelly even said that he's the best player he has ever coached, which is saying a lot coming from a coach who's coached a lot of great athletes from Notre Dame as well as Cincinnati. Now let's talk a little bit about Jaylon Smith's career. He did a great job in 2014, leading the team in tackles with 111, 9 tackles for loss, and 3.5 sacks. And in 2015, he had 114 tackles, 9 tackles for loss once again, and only one sack with 5 pass breakups. It shows that he could give you good defense as a coverage guy as well. Let's talk about his strengths and weaknesses. First, his strengths. He's definitely a great athlete. A great athlete with a natural twist and flexibility to turn his hips and get from sideline to sideline. He shows great balance, burst, and a good acceleration with speed coming into pursuit. Now he runs a 4.65 40, which is not bad, and I think he can bench press a 225 around 20 reps, but we have not seen him in the scout. We couldn't see him perform in workout because of the knee injury he suffered in the Fiesta Bowl, which was a tough break for him. That will be one of the weaknesses I need to talk about. Now, also other strengths that he does have had the ability to play back into coverage, and he can be used in either in 4-3 or 3-4 schemes. He's definitely a true 3-down defender, and he can, like I said, shows enough versatility, and he has the brains to play different defenses. He does a great job making his reads, and he's a great overall team leader in a defensive unit, which is key for a linebacker to have. Now, he could be used as an inside linebacker or an outside, but I think because of his size at 6'2", 223 pounds, he would be a better fit at outside linebacker, and then use a different player at Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker. Now it's time to me to talk about his weaknesses. I mentioned he tore his ACL in the Fiesta Bowl, which was a tough break, but we've been seeing time and time again players recovering from knee injuries and succeeding afterwards. Now other things he does need to work on, he needs to do a better job as far as he needs to tweak things up in the strike zone and tackling mechanics. Sometimes he can give poor mechanics as far as tackling, and that cannot specify well in the National Football League. We've been seeing a lot of poor tackling, and he's had some issues with poor tackling as well. He would have had more tackles had he had a better off with his mechanics. I think he could possibly get like 15 more tackles this past season and even 2014. And also he needs to do a better job in finding the ball in coverage. He can be useful in coverage, but sometimes he has a hard time locating the football. He needs to do a better job at that. Now, for my projection, despite the fact that he's coming off of a knee injury, he had to do rehab, I still see him as a first-round pick. Now, hey, we've been seeing Miles Jack, he injured his knee early in September of last year, before the season pretty much began, but we see him that people still project him in the top 5 of this year's draft. And I don't think that Jaylon Smith has much to worry about. If he has a good work ethic, even though he still has one more year of eligibility, I still understand his decision of coming out this year. He could get hurt next year, not play well, and even pummel his last draft status even more and losing more money due to his selection of the spot that he will be selected in possibly next year's draft. I still understand his decision. I think it's still a great decision to come out as a junior, and I think that he will still be projected in the first round of this year's draft. I think he'll be just fine come to the season opener, if not just a couple of weeks into the season. Now, the next I'm going to catch you guys will be in a couple minutes. I have one more blog for this morning. Thank you for watching this blog. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.